What's up, squad? I am 28.3 pounds down in the last 40 days. I feel like that's so awesome. And I'm going to take you guys with me on my grocery shopping journey to get prepped and set up for this next week. So come along and I'll show you what I got going on. Okay guys, I am in my local Sam's. Normally we have to go to 2 grocery stores just because I like the meat and the produce from Sam's, but we don't need everything. It's still just my husband and I and 2 babies, and so sometimes the quantity at Sam's is too big for us, and so I usually hit up Sam's and then I go to the Walmart that's by my house. We don't have a lot of options on grocery stores I live out in the country, and so our Walmart's actually really nice. I'm not gonna knock it. You guys will see it here in a little bit, but anyways, it's me and my youngest. My 15-month-old son is with me. He's just got walking down really well, and so he's into everything. And so my daughter, who's almost 3, and daddy stayed home. Sometimes it's easier to divide and conquer. Any of you that have babies or 2 children or 2 toddlers would understand. So anyways, we're in Sam's and I'm gonna show you guys what we're getting for this week. I'm thinking a salmon dish, and then I really love that ground beef bowl from a few weeks ago. I think I'm gonna bring that back. So let's see what they have and get our shopping done. My son is very excited. All right, so this is what we have from the household section so far. We didn't need too much, just some laundry, paper plates, and so now we're getting into the food section. Stay tuned. I try really hard for us to not eat a lot of processed foods, and so kind of cruised through that middle section, got some honey, but now we're moving on to the frozen and refrigerated section, so let's see what meat we can get this week. Okay, when I tell you that I am obsessed with the Yasso, I know it's backwards, the Yasso Greek yogurt bars, I am not joking. And they got the Mac Daddy box. Look how big this is. These are the great like little late night treat snack, which I've posted about it. You guys can go back and see that. But like, this only has 90 calories, 5 grams of protein. Really feels guilt-free at the end of the day if you have just a few more calories left for a sweet treat. And so anyways, they've got the big box of my favorite flavor. You know, I had to get it. So let's keep going. Okay, so this brand, this Chobani 28 gram of protein brand is my kids' fave. They don't like the fancy flavors, and so I probably will wait until I get to Walmart, even though I love the size and the price, to be honest, of those. They won't eat those fancy flavors, and I just don't want to waste any money. And then I usually want the plain ones, so just for calories and all of that. So we'll see what Walmart has, but I'll have to skip that one for now. Eggs are obviously a staple. I usually go with the cage-free organic ones from St. These are always really good, so you know how to get the big pack of those. Now let's go on to our produce. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, the produce today is a little bit picked through. I'm not really super happy with all of the selection, so I only got green beans to go with our salmon, sweet potatoes, some grapes, and that's about it. Well, hopefully our Walmart has got some better choices. We'll see. Now moving on to the fresh protein. So they have the salmon that I'm wanting. It looks very expensive this time, but that's okay. Sometimes you gotta pay to meet your goals. So let's pick it right now. I am gonna grab 2 of these because again, it's gonna have to make 10 meals. So I'm gonna grab these and put them in my cart. Okay, well our Sam's trip is about done. We don't really buy from this middle section hardly at all. Like I said, we're trying really not to do processed food. And their stuff was really picked through today. So I actually went back and got some pears. We all love pears. And I got the ground beef and the turkey that I need. Let me show. And so I got the ground beef 93.7, I'm sorry. And then the 93.7 turkey as well. Here's the whole haul from Sam's. And so I will tell you guys the price here in a minute. I've got scan and go, so I'm about ready to head out the door. And our next stop is Walmart. So we'll see what we get there to round out our grocery order for this week. And I'll see you guys in a sec. All right, so we are leaving Sam's. That all came to $232, which I'm like, we barely got anything, but groceries are expensive right now, especially that fish. That fish was probably just under $100 by itself, so not super surprising. But again, I think sometimes, you know, you got to pay for your goals. You got to be willing to make those sacrifices, and I think that's honestly why a lot of America specifically is so overweight and unhealthy, because you know, we got to buy the cheap food and that stuff's unhealthy. And so anyways, we can get into that later. That's a whole other topic, but I am getting ready to head with my son over to Walmart so we can get the rest of our order and get home, get everything put away. Okay, mid shopping break. I just realized it's like 7 in the evening and I've not eaten anything since late breakfast this morning. So you already know your girl's gonna stop at Cane's and get those naked tenders. I'm freaking hooked. And you know, after you eat meal prep all week or you've been traveling on the road all week, nothing is better than just like a freaking chicken tender. You know what I mean? So anyways, I'm stopping at Cane's in between the grocery stores to get a little protein in. I'm hungry. I know my husband ate a late lunch and so he's probably good. And so gonna give me a little treat. I will let you know how it is. Okay, change of plans. On the way between Cane's Chicken and this Walmart, my little baby just couldn't hang on. He was crashed out, and so I decided to stop at home, put him in bed, get my little girl to bed, and unload the groceries from Sam's so they don't get hot in the car. And now I'm at Walmart, and kids are both in bed. First round of groceries is semi-put up, and now I'm gonna come finish the order that we need from Walmart. And I also wanted to tell you guys that Cane's Chicken is out here doing the devil's work, trying to tempt me to not stick to my plan. I specifically ordered just chicken, one sauce, and a large water. And look what they gave me here in the floorboard because it's trash. They gave me the full French fries, a bunch of sauces, and bread. You're just not gonna do it. I didn't eat not one French fry, and let me tell you how hard that is for me. I freaking love French fries. They're my fave, obviously, and especially Cane's fries. They're so good, but I did not eat not one. I'm gonna throw them away. They're down at my floorboard. And anyways, out here just trying to tempt me while I'm trying to do a good thing. Freaking Cane's. Alright guys, I got my Walmart shopping done. I did not record myself all through the store because your girl's getting tired and I'm about done with this shopping trip. My cart looks a little crazy, a little eclectic. I know that popcorn's not really on the diet, but this is my absolute favorite brand. And if I've got some extra calories in the bank and it doesn't hurt anything, it's not the worst thing you can snack on. Got my strawberries, watermelon. I found, you guys, that Yasso has actual ice cream, not just the like popsicle kind. And so had to try that. Got blueberries, bacon, got some of our veggies that we did not get from Sam's. Got all the sugar-free juices, some sourdough bread. It took me forever to find this sugar-free syrup. But anyways, we will get our meal prep stuff together and I'll show you how I make everything. And thanks so much for watching. Thanks for supporting. This is like my first long form video. So let me know if you have feedback, comments, questions. You know, keep a girl posted. Thanks so much. Bye y'all.